on to the next topic, the AT&T 6300, which is one of the densest and heaviest computers I own. Good grief. Okay, so like was mentioned in the chat earlier, this is an IBM PC clone. This was originally made by Olivetti as the M43, if I remember correctly, and AT&T licensed the computer and rebranded it entirely. Now, I do have all the peripherals, the monitor, and the keyboard, but I was told that there's something wrong with the power supply in this, so rather than turn it on and potentially damage something, I'm just going to take it apart and see if I can figure out what is actually wrong with it. So that is what we're doing here. But yeah, it is a pretty cool little computer, but it has fully proprietary peripherals. So there is the keyboard port. It's a D sub 9, and then this I believe is the display connector. M24. Okay. So yeah, that's the display connector, and then I'm not sure. Oh no, that one's labeled CRT right there. So it's that thing. So yeah, it's a kind of unusual computer. So yeah, because this is going to be kind of big as I go through this. Let's use this view because I think that'll be more beneficial here. All right. So there are two, actually those were kind of weird fasteners. Two hex head with a slot screws, and the hex head goes all the way down. I don't know, oh, they're retained as well. Okay, this thing's fancy. That's cool. All right. Let's see. Keyboard has a connector for a bus mouse. Interesting. Sorry to go off topic, but I was just watching the Sound Blaster VOD. Notice you have a Brother P-Touch with a color LCD. I didn't know they made those. Yeah, that's a higher end one. Goodwill score. I'm not gonna pay whatever crazy prices they want for that. Okay, why does this not want to go? Ah, there we are. Just lifts up and out. Oh, there's documentation. Oh, God. Oh, okay. This is an in-joke with the person who sent me this. That I've never had avocado, and they sent me a bunch of avocado recipes. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh man. All right, let's continue here. Okay, I should start making a page for this. So this actually says Olivetti inside of it. That's good. It is the M24 then. It's not that I don't believe you, I just want to see. Olivetti. Oh man, spelling's hard. Olivetti. Okay. M24. Okay. Oh, release date 1983. Okay, this is 84 in there, so it's a slightly different revision. So that's good to know. Let's see. That reminds me of there is no bus connection kit to fix the byte order in your machine. I don't know what you mean by that. Now I'm a little concerned it's going to be kind of wacky. Huh, okay. Let's see. That reminds me of the time I used a predictive text writer in Google Docs to make a fake recipe I printed out, left on my dad's office floor. See if you'd notice it. Sadly, never did. It'd been funny to make it. Problem with the AT&T is that they use the wrong order for low and high bytes for 16-bit transfers. Oh, okay. So if that wasn't the case, you could potentially adapt a different card to work. Okay. Also, I see that the CRT card is connected at a weird 90-degree angle. Oh, that's so strange. And you're probably just a couple of interface driver chips away from making them all 16-bit, it seems. Interesting. This is a weird computer. I like it. I do know that the motherboard is on the bottom and that there is a battery. and that battery has been removed, so don't worry about that. I know that it's not there and it's not leaking. So okay, let's get started on a new page here. Main page. So I'm going to name this page. Why I wanted to look it up. I'm going to name it Olivetti M24 slash AT. Man, I'm going to be really stressing HTML entities on PHP here. AT&T 6300. 6300. Okay. Create page. Oh, I did it. Good job, MediaWiki. All right. Visual editing. Oh, no, I didn't like it. Oh, no. Let me... It's not happy with me. Oh, no, yeah, let me fix that. I'm trying to figure it out. Why is it not... come on, there we go. If 404'd on trying to make a page, so I'm... Ruh-roh. Oh, no, it did it. There we go. Okay. I am going to... Oh, it didn't use... Oh, it really did not like that. I'm gonna copy that, and we're gonna leave that. Let me put some fewer weird things in here. ATT... Olivetti... And... Let's just go with that. Yeah, I need to add this view here for the web page to the other one, the other scene as well. You know what, let me just really quick here, see if I can copy that. Copy, overhead. Oh, I can, okay. Yeah, it's really easy. Okay, now I can go back if I want here, and you can see it right there. Okay. See, cute little computer. It is small. It's nice. So I probably will go back to the GoPro here once it makes a little more sense, but I'm just going to be taking parts out and laying them out for a little bit here because I got to actually get in there. So, let's see, visual editing. Alrighty, move this off to the side. So, clear that, 1983. Leak risk, I'm going to go with high for the battery. Probably no BGA. SMD, no. Definitely not for 83. So that'll be it. Probably no polymers, but I bet there's some tantalums hiding in there. Oh, there's some weird bulbous looking things. What on earth are those? Huh. But there's probably tantalums because PCs in this time had a lot of those. Destructive entry, no, it's actually really nice. Batteries, yes. RT. Oh my gosh, RTC known to leak. Okay. Apply changes. Created by Olivetti and licensed. I can never spell the word license. One of the listlessness. Oh man, I really messed it up this time. License. Oh, come on. Let me get closer. Bingo. Licensed. Hold on. By AT&T. The M24/6300 is an 86 PC clone with some proprietary, oh sure I can spell proprietary but not licensed, changes. Okay, symptoms or known problems. That's battery on, actually, yeah, battery on motherboard. Or is that a CMOS battery type thing? I don't know. Word vinyl used to always screw me up. Yeah, I get that for sure. Motherboard leaks. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's RTC or like settings. I doubt it's settings. It's only RTC. Okay. RTC battery can leak and cause corrosive damage. Solution: remove battery and clean with baking soda. I think baking soda will deactivate it. Disassembly notes. So far I don't know, so I'm gonna just nix that section. Why did it? No. There we go. Alrighty. The battery's upside down, so it leaks in the bottom case. Yeah. See, do you repair them or do you data mine them? So I will repair this eventually, but right now I'm data mining so that I can order the parts I need to. So I actually have a bunch of things. This whole shelf back here, actually you can't see. One moment. Man, I'm pedals driving me nuts. I gotta figure out how to make it activate the scene without having focus. So this shelf back here has a bunch of things that I've done recently. I got an Atari monitor, a laptop, a portable computer, a couple of IBM 5150 power supplies. All of those I'm going to be ordering caps soon. I meant to do it before this stream, but stuff just got out of hand with me and busy, so didn't have a chance to. But as soon as I get those parts ordered, I'm going to do a repair-a-thon, basically, but I'm probably going to work on one thing per stream, and then I'll be fixing them and getting them working again. So, do you multimeter the circuits? When appropriate, usually with capacitors and stuff like this, you can kind of visually see that stuff is wrong, but in general, with things that are like 40 years old, it's probably not a bad idea to just, replace everything. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the things that it makes sense to do it with, though. So, all right. So I'm going to be looking at the power supply on this, so I need to get into here more now. Well, I'm curious if the whole thing is going to be as nice to work on as it was to pull the top off. So let's continue. I think I should maybe remove this next. Whoa, I did not see that before. Why are there two super giant thick wires going to the motherboard here? What do those do? +5 and ground. Okay, it's labeled. How much 5-volt do they need? Those are so big. Whoa. Okay, that's something. All right. Huh. Well, okay. Let's see. How do I? This looks like it should slide out somehow. There are tabs or something, or. Yeah, right there. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so we got two 4-pin Molexes holding it together. They're Toshiba brand floppy drives. That's cool. Then the cables. And that is both floppy drives in one unit. Nice. See, 5 volts, 2 gajillion amps. Yeah, pretty much. Is that the drive case? Yeah, I would call it more like a drive cage, although it seems to be 2 drive cages stacked on top of each other with a plate underneath. Kind of weird. I've never seen a computer do exactly that, but I really like it. And then there's these plastic rails at the bottom for it. There's a unfinished slot at the bottom of that floppy cable goes through. I don't like that. But alright, now I gotta figure out how to remove that. I see a tab here, screw tab. I'm gonna pull the, I'm guessing, printer card out? Or is this a serial card? Probably serial. But I don't know why it's in there. Because it has 2 ports on it. AST. Okay, so it's some kind of AST card here. See, CC 43 to, oh, okay. I bet it's a weird serial card for a non-standard interface. That would make sense. So, yeah, so it's probably a RS432 instead of 232. That's my guess. Okay. I'm very clearly going to have to disconnect these two giant lug cables. Let me take a picture of where those are all connected so I don't forget. Long serial? No, it's probably, so serial and parallel are just two standard communication protocols. So serial is RS-232, and I want to say parallel is I'm off to the side here, RS-1284. Not RS, but IEEE 1284, I think, is serial or parallel. There are other standards like RS-424 that are offshoots of serial. GPIB would be another example of a different standard. It would be IEEE 488. So I think that is a probably RS-432 card. Yeah. So card has male 25-pin connector, so not parallel. Yeah. Oh man, I really do not like this. Let me switch to the camera. It worked for a moment. Look at this. So these connectors, what is... Oh, the shadow. Hold on. No, where am I at? Cam shadow. Okay. So these connectors right here are just whoops. Fix this. There we go. Are just pinched into there. It's just wires shoved it right into some kind of cutting, crimping connector. I do not like that. Yeah. Switch back to this. Alright, continuing. This screw is... Oh, wait, no, I need to undo these. I'm going to take pictures. Black left, gray right. Hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, that's weird. Those are the Molex connectors. Oh, okay, so this is... Oh, okay, I feel a little silly now. All right. It's not keyed, though, so that's good to know, because you could accidentally flip the 12-volt and 5-volt things there. Like, I'm pretty sure that plugged in that way, and then... Oh, it's a little harder. Oh, I guess it's keyed. Oh, man, this thing is weird. It is keyed on the metal. Ugh. So, yeah, that pinching thing looks so cyberpunk. It's kind of weird. Yeah, crimp connections. Yeah, it's a little... Ugh. Oh, those do not want to let go. How about over here? Those are Phillips. Why are they Phillips? Actually, I would really like to disconnect the lugs, because then I don't have any cables hanging off of this. There we go. Let me fix my camera. It's bugging me that it is messed up. Overhead. A-cam. Need to do this. Do that. Shift it over. Now I can be here and you can actually see me. Okay. Let me just make sure it's refreshed. Okay. Let's see. I don't miss those things. Hurt my fingers quite many times. Yeah. There are some things that have definitely improved. It's nice I only have to loosen those because these are open, so they just slide out. I don't have to remove them. So this was a card. This screw is round with a flat slot. This is a weird thing. Put that back so I don't lose it. Okay, that's disconnected. I'm gonna guess that ground strap goes to that. This one definitely does. Where's it all going off to the back? Weird. Let's see. That can cause your knuckle to become exposed. Yeah. Alright. How's that? There's going to be power connectors. Oh, they're loose. Okay. So that's fine. If I do... Is there a screw or something there? Flip that switch so it goes through better. Okay. This is the deal with this ground strap. I'm not sure taking this off is actually going to help. Is that a AC powered fan? Is that why that's going there? What's the deal? Alright, I'm going to loosen this, see what happens. I feel like that's not the solution. does not seem to be. Good grief, that fan. It is 3 blades and a hub that's that big around. That's the fan cable, yeah, but it doesn't seem to be a connector. And I would like to remove the power supply. Oh, there is a lot of big chunky stuff in there. That's cool. It's 2 sides that are like going against each other inside of there. Huh. Okay, I need to remove this. Seems to be a screw going into a giant aluminum plate. Okay, now there's a fan. I'm just fall in there. Oh, washer or lock washer. Okay. Take the fan off somehow. Yeah, there are 2 flat-bladed screws at the bottom. They're now going to be a real challenge to get to. I'm going to guess that the fan is permanently wired, just because that would make this maximally complicated. Okay, 1 screw out, both screws are out, and it's, oh, pops down, okay. Nope, there's a connector, sweet. Where'd that screw go? There it is. Oh, that's an AC fan. That is 115 volt AC fan, wow, okay. Ooh, excuse me, wait, battery is leaking and baking soda is really safe? So, let's see. Why would you clean a dead battery? Well, okay, hold on. Might be able to remove fan. Okay. So the battery, you need to deactivate the battery acid. So it needs to be, make sure that the corrosion from the leaking battery stops. And using baking soda is one way to do that. There's power supply. Okay. That was a strange computer. I like it. Okay, let's switch to the arm cam. And let's take a look at this power supply. This is a weird thing. So we got one big piece of sheet metal that's folded over these and then wraps around. So I'm going to have to take off this plate, which feels very steel. So we got 2 screws here that are hex head only. I'm going to need some kind of driver for that. I don't think those have it. This may. Those are kind of small. I'm guessing this is 5mm. then this thing seems to be really cleverly attached with little hooks down there, so there's only the 2 fasteners needed. These are panel mounted to it, so that's gonna complicate it slightly. I gotta rotate it out, but then they have their own cables. Wow, this really does not want to move. What's the problem? What's the hang up? So the idea is that you remove the battery, and then after the battery is removed, the areas where the battery acid had leaked onto the board, you need to clean that off. So you clean it off with a mixture of baking soda and water. That way there was nothing left behind, and then ideally you rinse off all the stuff so that there is no battery acid left afterwards. I'm just gonna have to pull on this and see what happens. So I don't see any indications. What is keeping this from just coming off? Or maybe I should get in here and twist these tabs. And see if I can lift this side up and out. That may have been the answer. How is this thing put together? Is there something holding all of the guts to this case and I gotta undo some screws so it'll slide forward? That's loose. This is not. I'm gonna do this screw and see what happens. Let's see. Ah, that made some real progress. Okay, now it's loose. Okay. My habit of putting the fasteners back in the holes did not help me. Alright, I'm about to have this out. Come on. Okay, only one side wants to slide out here. Oh, this is weird. Ah, come on. Wait a minute. What do I need to free back here? That is tabbed in. Oh, man. This one screw needs to come out on the lugs for the 5-volt design. Now, all the boards will come out. Oh, man. Okay. At least the 2 halves of the power supply have connectors between them. So this will be easy to separate them and work on them independently. Oh, that's not good. That just ripped the connector straight off of the board. Well then. Huh. Yeah, we complain about motor stuff glued together. Yeah, let's see, Bod Band. I remember working on the Olivetti version of this supply as a young teen. It's how I learned to always unplug them first. Ugh, ouch. But okay, that's a thing there. I got to put that back. Let's get that soldered back down before we continue and forget where it goes. So I'll be looking for cracked traces while I'm here, because that's apparently a thing on this. All right, that should be nice and secure now. Okay. What we got? We got some weird stuff in here, man. This is held on with solder. I kind of want to take it off just to look at it, because there's like a weird disc thing. I have no idea what that is. Is that a transformer? Is it an inductor? Is it a line filter cap? I don't know. So, power supply designed by Olivetti. That is cool and terrifying. Look at this! Oh, look at the weird pyramid thing. What is that? I don't know. It's just 133. The ref does do not have prefix letters that say what they are. Oh man, I kind of like how awful this is. They don't use Italian capacitors, thankfully. They're Japanese capacitors, so those are Nichicons. But oh man, this is hilarious. I'm really glad I'm looking at this thing. It's funny. Line filter choke, the disc, yeah, but what is the? That would make sense. What's the pyramid? Oh, it's a transformer. Look how many pins it's got. It's a potted transformer. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, I'm assuming. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so weird. And then this fancy giant aluminum heat sinks. Oh man, I like this. I like this a lot. All right, and then we got this side, which has that, which is got 9 pins on it. I'm guessing. Ow! Oh, I just got a fiberglass splinter. Ouch! My hands are so dirty from the dust on this, I can't see it. Oh, it hurts a lot. It's very small and sharp. Where is it? Ah! Let's see here. It's poking out, so if I can get it with tweezers, I can pull it out. I don't have good tweezers handy, but I do have really sharp calipers. Oh my gosh, I pulled it out with calipers. That's hilarious. Ow, that hurt a lot. Oh, man, that's going right in the trash. I will now rep Michitoyo calipers as being really nice. Seem to get hurt a lot in these streams. The other one where I like tried to remove my thumbnail, that I think that was it. Oh, then there's the cuts on my hand, and well, okay. That's gonna happen when you're opening this ancient stuff that is not very human friendly. Oh man, let's see. Ouch! Now you can see how I think it was. Yeah. Also, hello, CNT Strad. Since your first time chatting. Whew, okay. How thick? Oh yeah, thick. Yeah, the strand was really, really thin. So let's see. Okay, back to this. I'm going to avoid touching the sides of the circuit board as much as possible now, or at least rubbing my finger on them. Oh, look, more ACE capacitors. That's a thing. But that's got to be a big transformer of some kind. Oh, it's got vinyl tape on it. That's weird. We got, whatever that thing is, a fuse? I don't know. Oh, I love how weird this is. No, it's got to be some kind of transistor. Because 3-leg mounted to this. It's probably grounded. Ooh, look at those big lugs. Those are probably diodes. So that would make sense if that's a transistor and those are diodes, and that's how they're doing semiconductor type stuff. More Nichicon caps there. There's a lot of solder on through the holes, or else I'd wonder if they've leaked. That one seems maybe slightly bulgy on the bottom. So, just a little bit. See, stud diodes, yeah, I had a feeling. Thermal switch on that. Oh, that could make sense. I could see that. Oop, don't touch the sides. See, I've thrown away computer cases because of sharp edges. I kind of don't blame you. Depending on the era, yeah, I would not blame you. Let's see. I once dropped Dell Optiplex on my toe. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm not seeing any leaking capacitors on this. So I don't know what the exact problem might be. There are not any control ICs. This seems to be an analog power supply for the most part. So if the capacitors are balanced into the weird potted component, probably another transformer. I really like those weird transformers with the potting like that. I mean, I don't like them in that you can't see what they are or what they're doing, but I like them in that they're weird and cool. So, PCBs are made of fiberglass with copper foil. Oh, why would there be fiberglass? There is no asbestos risk, is there? I don't think so. Honestly, being from Italy, though, I wouldn't be too surprised. But yeah, it's fiberglass with copper on it. So yeah. So that's why I use 2 layers of rubber gloves when I'm doing some of the computer case. Yeah, I don't blame you. I have a feeling that would have punctured through rubber gloves, though. That one was real sharp. This is a weird upside-down mounted transformer going to the diodes. I don't know. Huh. Oh, that might be a rectifier. No? Maybe? The input side's over here. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, though. Let's start cataloging caps. Yeah. I think there is no reason, after I go through and look at all the caps, that I can't turn this power supply on and see what the voltages it's outputting are. As long as it's not one of those kind that needs a load to turn it on, it should do that. And then if it is, I can give it a load on one of the Molex connectors. Or, oh man, I wish I knew how to use I have some fancy pants HP power supplies back here that I believe can also sync current, but I don't know how. But I could potentially use those to load that as well. So, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's start getting caps listed. Start with these two, which are 124 and 134. All right. Let's see. Basic PCB name. Now, there's 2 PCBs here. The likelihood, though, is that this was one PCB that went together like that and then was snapped apart. So let me see if these share reference designations. I'm guessing they do. So that's 1. And then it gets up to 97 over there. And then, let's see, this starts at 100 with the giant disc thing. So I'm going to guess these went like this. And then they just separate them at the factory. I don't see anything that would totally confirm that, but it means that I don't need to separate the 2 circuit boards because the rep deses are different between them. So, see, you just set them to lower voltage with a current limit. Is that it? If so, then I could probably do that. So like a lower voltage than the output. So like if it's 5 volt, I could set it to say 4 volt and then do it. So I'm not sure. So Say I was loading 35mm films into desktop to develop them, slipped with the film. Couldn't remember. Ouch. Ugh, that sucks. All right, start with these. Even though they have the highest numbering of the capacitors almost. I really need to get some kind of, well, I guess I have these. That helped a lot. That one was upside down, so it's clean. Alright. Okay. Let's get down here. Basic PCB name. Power. Supply. Let's look at model numbers and revisions. There's a bunch in the copper on the other sides. It also says LA16 there. I'm not sure if that's a note about the part, though. So let's see. These have identical part numbers on here. So, yeah, T10594-OV, T105-94. You know what? That's not the first time I've seen that 94-OV. I wonder if that's some kind of rating. Alright, this also says C1050AL191B, C1050AL1911-B. Okay. Interesting. Go with PCB. Is split, but does not duplicate ref deses. So C1050 AL191. It's so weirdly documented here. Okay. -1-B. Let's see. Why is that 1? Why was that there? 19. Oh, it's this. Okay. See. These have just slightly different things written on them. COD 303 603 space P. All right. Then P-P3. That's good enough. Okay. One, two, four, 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, and 1, 3, 4. Quantity is 2, and let's begin. So our 680 UF at 200 volt. 680 UF at 200 volt. No, not CV. Mount is through hole. Are they? They're 2-leg. Okay. Through hole radial. That marked certification to UL94V0 flammability test. Aha! I had a feeling it was something like that. That is interesting. Okay. Cool. That's good to know. So I can stop documenting that then, because that's not really that helpful. Alright, diameter. I'll use my splinter removal tool to measure the diameter of a cap, I guess. 30mm. Wow, that's one of the most precise 30mm caps I've ever... Well, one of the most precise capacitors for the diameter I've ever seen. 30mm. Makes me think it's probably not bad. Those usually don't go bad. So, 85. And they are PSM 85. C series is PS-M. No, that was brand. Whoops. There we go. Type aluminum electrolytic. That is horrifically misspelled. Electrolytic brand Nichicon. Alrighty. Unless you plug it into 230. Well, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if this could do that. Nope. No, it can't. It says it's 115 only. Okay. That explains the 200 volt caps. Let's see. Do you not have leg spacing column? That is the diameter. Usually the diameter of the can will set the leg spacing. It's very rarely different. So I'm not documenting that. I have debated whether or not I should, though, because sometimes it can matter, but I haven't been for right now, because most of the time it does not matter, and it's a kind of a pain to measure the pitch on some things. Like, you'll see, like, that capacitor right there, trying to figure out which two pins that go to that exactly can be really difficult, and trying to get people to do that and having it be wrong is going to be more detrimental than helpful in the long run. So I'd rather that they can just grab these, go boom, it's 30, and then move on, because that'll get us close enough. Let's see. Also remember to name the model number on the case of the PSU in the article. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see. Power supply. That looks more like a serial number. Is it that? PSU model. I think it's at 303219M. Pretty sure it's that one. Okay. That was a good catch. Platypus, thank you. Okay, that's everything on that one. There are two other aluminum caps on here. Look like they're both going to be the same. That's so dirty I can't even read it. There we go. They're 22 UF 25 volt. 22. Oh man. Why is it bold? I don't want it to be bold. 22 UF 25 volt. Get rid of that space there. Oh no. There. There are two of them. They are 132 and 139, because why would you want them to be sequential? That wouldn't make any sense. They're through-hole radial, and they look like they're 5mm. Let's see. On the larger cap, lead spacing can vary a lot with diameter. Oh, that's good to know. Maybe I should grab that then. 5mm. That's pretty easy to get. That is 10mm pitch. I'll just add a... I'll do it because they're 10mm pitch. Alright. I think I saw already they're 85. 85. See, definitely aluminum electrolytic. Oh, did I just change something? No. Okay, I bumped the pedal. I think they're going to be Ace, maybe. They're SEM series. I'm not seeing a brand, actually. Nope, there it is. It's your Nichicon. Okay. Okay. Nichicon, and they are SEM. Okay. Next. See, large ones can also have snap-in. Yeah, screw-in legs. Yeah, definitely would have to note that. That's part of why I was looking to make sure that they were two-leg when I first started. Okay, this part's done. Put that off to the side. Now on to that one. Okay, I'm going to try and remember to actually mark these ones this time. See if that works. So those might be the same, and those are the only ones. So we got 125 and 125. Yep, so we can do 50 and 62. 62. Two of them. They're 100 UF. 100. I am really close just going back to typing U because I really don't like having to bring the mouse into this. Let's see, 25 volt. 25 volt. I completely misspelled this. Wow. Alright, I'm going to guess that's a 6 millimeter. No, it's 8. It is, in fact, 8. 8 millimeter. Probably 85C. Yep. They are aluminum. What series are they? Are they SEM? That'll make my life easy. They are, in fact. Boom. Okay. Let's dot those. Dot and dot. Okay. Now, those. Ouch. Let me get my poker. Got 3 of them here. They look like they're probably the same. So let's see. That one's so dirty I can't read it. 1000 at 6.3. This one is different, 470/16. And that one is super dirty. And really, really hard to see it. See, not sure what is your distro. It's Ubuntu, yeah. So I don't know that there is a way, and the keyboard I'm using does not have a numpad. So that'll make it difficult, probably. I'm not really that concerned about it being the correct micro character. If people want to do that, that's fine, but everyone who sees a U knows that it's micro, so it's the best I've got for that to make it easier to fill in. Okay, I gotta figure out what this is. Where'd the light go? I put it in my pocket. Why did I put it in my pocket? It's 35 volt, and I'm gonna go with 220 UF, I think. Really, really hard to see. Pretty sure. But yeah. Yeah, no, Chanson, yeah, I had a feeling. So every single one of those is different. So yeah, that I'm not gonna be able to save any time there. Matter of fact, I think every capacitor from here on out is different. Because that one and that one don't appear to be the same. And then that one's definitely not the same as any of the others. So cool. Alright then, let's get started documenting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual capacitors. Oh, 9. Weird yellow one. I'm going to do that one first so I don't forget it. That's 83. Wait a minute. Is that 83B? What? 83 and 83B. So they got 83, and then they were like, oh no, we need another capacitor right here. We got to redo all the FDESs. We don't want to have to start at 84 and then redo all of them, so we'll just make that one 83B. Okay. 83B. Awesome. This is a very, very, I don't know how to phrase this. Very natural computer. It feels authentic. Oh, man. Here's one of those. Oh, hold on. One. 4.7. Nope. 4.7 UF. Is 63 volt, did I see correctly? 63, not 6.3, 63. See, Alt-GRM, yeah, I don't know. It was a very well thought out design, yeah. Okay, it is through hole radial. It's almost certainly 5 millimeter. Yep. I don't know of what temp it's going to be. It's kind of weird. It's 85. That is not an M series cap. So what is it? B410? I also don't know what brand it is. It's got a diamond on it. I do not know what that cap is rated for. I'm going to put a markings category down for that one. Hello, Digital Warhead. Writing, yeah. So, okay, it was 85, 85C, aluminum electrolytic. No idea what brand. It's got a diamond. I'm going to take a picture of that. Let's see, I'm just going to have to start using the mouse. This doesn't work. Let's see, does anyone here... Whoa, that leg just did things it shouldn't. Anyone here happen to know what... Oh, this is a wrong lens. I don't know, I don't think this one's going to focus, but for giggles, let's see. Oh, it kind of does. Anyone know what that cap brand is? It's just a diamond. Let me get this slightly farther away and then it'll focus a little better. There we go. ISO down a bit. Get a picture of that because I don't know. Have to figure that out later. Oh, it's purple. Cool. Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's the best I got. The temp area is really hard to focus on. You know, I'm just going to switch lenses. It's not going to like it. Okay. Now I can show you the temp side here. Also doesn't have any brands. That's a little weird. Right. Hold on, let me decrease the aperture just slightly, get a little more light in there. There we go, that's real good. No way that one's going to work out. Oh, no, that's pretty good. I thought it was going to be way too wobbly. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Well, I'm not sure what that is. Any numbers or a farad rating? Well, it's a capacitor, so it won't have a farad rating. Well, no, wait, it will be. Yeah, it is farad. Sorry. I was thinking, I don't know why I had inductor in my head there. Where is that? Inductor. What is it? Are inductors rated as farads as well? I'm confusing myself now. Let's go back to arm cam. I don't know what brand it is. It's got the diamond on it for what I'm guessing is the logo, but I'm not sure what the series is either. I'm gonna mark 8410 down. I'm gonna mark a lot of stuff here actually. Unknown brand. Where's my mouse? Alright, unknown brand. I'll put 0.03 M and 8410 and just jacket is yellow. There, that's as good as I can get. Inductors Henrys, that's it. Thank you. Man, brain just could not process what was going on there. Okay. That's as good as I'm going to get on that, I think. Dot that. Alright, no other real wacky ones in there. No, everything else looks normal. It's alright. Let's move on to 74, and it's just 74. They had it right the first time on that one, I'm guessing. That's another ace. And it is 470 UF. And 16 volt. Top through hole radial. I'm gonna guess it's a 10 mil. It is indeed. Probably 85C. Yep. Aluminum, brand Ace. And I believe that was another SEM. It is. Okay. Dotted. Continue. This is 1,000 and, well, actually, what is it? It's 69. There's only one. It's 1,000 UF. Just copy that. I think it was 6.3 volt. Yeah. Through hole radial. It's also going to be 10 millimeter. Probably also 85. Just double check those. Ace. 85. 10 millimeter. Right, SEM as well. Can't quite make it out, but I'm pretty sure it is. Just go ahead. Ooh, no. Continue editing. Okay. Dot. Okay, I got the impossible one now. That one's real hard to see. I think it was 220 and 35 volt. It's 20. Is it 28 or 35? No, I'm not sure. Okay, that thing is 64. This is probably 35. That should be 28. Okay, so it's 28. There's a 1. It was 220. And 35 volt, I believe. Yes. Then it's all the other same stuff. Bingo. Okay. Dot it. Come on. No, that marker's EOL. Alright, this is 35. 35. There is 1. It is 2200 at 10. Through hole radial. And diameter is, guess, 20. No, it's 15. Man, real far off there. Good grief. No, I'm thinking that's 16, actually. Yeah, that's 16. $85C. Not sure what brand yet. It's definitely aluminum. Nichicon. Yeah, okay. And then series is SEM. Ooh, no. Continue. Okay. Are you building parts for the entire boards or just the caps? Just the caps. I'm not going to go through and document all the resistors and stuff because those aren't going to go bad. So, or at least it's not as likely to go bad. So I'm only documenting the things that I'm going to replace. So I believe this system doesn't work. I have not actually tested it. I was just told that it has power supply issues. So I'm assuming that I should recap the power supply. But after this is going to be the first thing I'm actually just going to fire up and see what happens because I've never done it. I just didn't want to charge it before I went to work on it. So I'll see how that goes after this. See. Is it okay if I create a page with incomplete information, right? Yes. I'm cap mapping a Game Boy, but I don't know some of the cap types. Plus, I know Game Boy suffers from missing lines in the screen, but I don't know the cause or the fix. It would be beneficial. One thing you can do, there is a discussion tab that creates a talk page on the wiki. What you could do is you could take pictures of the caps so you don't know what they are, and then put the pictures up on the talk page and say, hey, I need help identifying these. And then maybe someone else can come along and tell you. So that's something you can do. So yes, feel free to create the page without all the information, and then we can figure it out from there. So I'm trying to make this as open and easy to work with as possible, and trying to get as much information, even if you're not 100% sure, just get out what you can. So yeah, definitely feel free to make the incomplete page. Okay, moving along here. This is 65. Where am I at? Way down there. Man, a lot of caps. 65. There's one. And it is 1016 volt. Wasn't there another thing that was like that? No, 6.3. Also, I put a comma there, not a period. But I can just cheat there. Haha. Through hole radial. Looks like a tall 10. Yeah, 10. 10 millimeter. Whoop. Copy. Paste, copy, paste. Probably 85. It is indeed. Also, it is it SEM? Probably. Man, that is not easy to see. It's really tight in there. SU series. That's slightly different. Okay. So it's this. Then the series is SU. Okay. Fruitlessly try and mark the cap. Yeah. Phew! Oh, so much dust. Okay. Next is 35B. Got another one of them. All right. 2225. Okay, so 25 volt is basically the only change on that one from the other thing. SEM 85. Yeah, so I can just copy all of this. And just change it to 25 volt. Double check the diameter. 16. Okay, that's done. I like it when that happens. Makes my life easy. Okay, another Nichicon 10,000 UF. That's a big boy right there. 6.3 volt. What? Whoa, that's a weird one. It's 21, 1, 10, comma, 1,000. I don't normally put the comma, but I felt like to stress that it's a lot of capacitor. 6.3 volt. That is a weird one. Gesundheit. Oh yeah, thank you. See, when I was putting myself through school, I'd find monitors that no longer worked and attempt to repair them. 90% of the time it was blown caps. Yes, yeah, this is that's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking to document here. So you could like find a monitor, look up the thing, look it up on Caps Wiki, and then find out, oh yeah, these caps blow on it, and then you can know, oh, I just got to order these parts, and then pop, wham, bam, put it together. It'll work. That's my goal with this. I'm hoping that we get to the point where we can achieve that. So it's Nichicon 85 SEM. All that jazz is the same. Let's just look at the diameter. It's 18. Boom. All right. Let's see. First thing I replaced was caps on my old LCD. That's cool. Okay. Again, attempt to mark it. Nope. Nope. Yeah, this thing's done. Dust on there probably didn't help. Okay, one left. Oh, that's weird. Big old ace. Doesn't seem to have a series listed. Oh, no, that's just S series. Okay. 4700, 16. Oh, yeah, number 20. 21, 4700. 16-volt. Through-roll radial. Diameter looks like it's 18 as well. It is 85. I think I saw. Double check. Yep. It's aluminum, ace, and instead of SU, it's just S. And that's it. All caps are mapped. Ooh, I just noticed this. I didn't miss that. Look at this cool red package, TO220. That's kind of crooked. That's weird. But cool. All right. Let's see. Now, that is it for all of this. Let's go ahead and just delete all that because I don't have the information yet. Save page. Boom. All right. Edit. Hold on, I brought this up so I could put this already. M24. Edit this. Boom. Then add some categories. This is computer. It is 1980s. And it needs replacement parts. Boom. Save cats. Save. Now do lazy refresh. Boom. Template refresh. And Control F5. Boom. Excellent. Okay. That's it for the 6300, I believe. So let's go ahead and put the power supply back together, and then I'm going to power it out of the computer and see what happens. So if it outputs 5 volts, then I guess a little bit of 12 volts on there. Then I don't know. Maybe it'll be when it's loaded. It would be problematic. So see, don't forget about the plastic tabs you have to deal with. What are the plastic tabs? So if you're talking about the connector for this, I did solder that back on. So I'm not sure what the plastic tabs are. You know what? That does remind me, though. I wanted to look through this and double check that there weren't any cracked solder joints. So I'm going to kind of poke around here real quick, like, just to see, because that could be what the problem was. So, oh, okay. Molex connector is bad. big power lugs don't look too bad. Got a couple of bad ones on this. That's that giant transformer thing. Whole bunch of bad ones. They're all bad. On this, every single pin joint is cracked. We might be able to fire this thing up today. Yeah, we'll see about that. This thing might be serviceable without ordering parts. Okay, let me switch to macro cam so you can see that, because there are definitely bad traces on here, or bad solder joints. I am optimistic about our chances. Let me real quick grab something, because I think I have a panel, a light panel that can move around here. Got a battery powered one. Yeah, this. Where's the battery? Ruh-roh. Does it have any charge? Ooh, it does. Okay. It's not on a tripod. Here's a horrible little tripod I got with some GoPro stuff. Oh wow, that's a really ugly perspective with that thing right there. All right, I want to get some light way in there for this. Then I want it to not be super blue or yellow. There we go, white. Brighter, okay. And let's switch to macro here. And click. Oh, we're gonna get nice, good view of this. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's start off with these. Those are the transformer legs, and those are very, very clearly bad. So that's inspiring as far as actually being able to make this thing work today, because that's probably not working. So I'm going to go ahead and get a picture of that. What do they transform into? Most likely a lower voltage. Okay, so all of the legs on the transformer are like that, actually. So there's some more. You can definitely see those aren't good. And right here is going to be some more. Those are a little harder to see. Probably because there's 3 over there. Oh, that one's really obviously lifted. Look at that. Oh yeah. Would work well for filming soldering as well. Yeah, I'm probably going to try that at some point here. Looks like the board is screaming for solder flow. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to try that today. You know what? Why aren't I doing this. I can press this. That'll make it slightly bigger. Oh, that puts the focus thing. No, is the focus thing? Focus thing is there all the time. I don't know if I can hide that. But what I can do is squish this down a little bit and then fill it in. Boom. And now you guys don't have to see all the stupid camera stuff around it. Just have nice video. You're just losing a little tiny bit on the top and bottom. So, okay. Back to this. Yeah, it looks like this board is screen. Yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, there we go. I really wish I'd get rid of that stupid autofocus thing. But I can't. Oh, actually, I should leave it like that, because then it digitally zooms it. Elsewise, I'll just make it slightly bigger here, and there we go. It's showing interlaced video, though, for some reason. It's because it is actually interlaced video. My camera, the capture card this camera is connected to cannot output 1080, or cannot input 1080p. So it is just interlaced video. Alright, so there's that. Let's look at the Molex port here real quick. So this one was a little more difficult to that's not the Molex port. Where is it? It's this. So you can barely see right there, but it is bad. Actually, it's a lot clearer, not on the camera itself. So these are good shots for me for, oh, I just realized my head's cut off. There. Oops. What have I moved the HUD thing too? Oh man, it's all terrible. Bingo. Fixed. Okay. And then the camera itself is, oh man. I shouldn't have changed it to 720p. That was a mistake. There we go. Okay. Now the whatever, that's good enough. Okay. What am I talking about? This crack. That's a problem, but that's not as big of a problem as the power supply or the transformer. So I don't think there were any more that were cracked. Just look around here real quick. I don't think there's anything else that's heavy enough to have done that. The big caps in the back could potentially, but they seem fine. So it looks like this was shipping damage. Ooh, that's one right there. That's bad too. Just barely tell. I don't know what that is, but there's a visible ring. So, all right. Is that? Oh, that looks suspicious. No. That's just bad, weird lighting. Okay, that's fine. What are the kids calling it nowadays? A scuffed stream, I guess. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to go through and just touch up every single solder point on here. Probably. I mean, that's a lot. A lot. But it might be worth it. Okay, let me do this. Let's switch back to my arm cam here. And then, you know what? I'm going to hide this because we don't need that anymore for right now. And then I'm going to check the other board, that one, and make sure there's nothing going on. And then we're going to touch up that one and see if we can get this thing to work. I'm going to have to go grab the monitor and keyboard, but man, if this is it, whew, I'm going to have gotten off real easy. All right, giant caps look like they're good. Wherever that is, it's loose. Oh, it's just heatsink. That's fine. isn't even a pad around it, so it can't be connected. Duh. Okay, I don't see anything there. So I think that board's good. See, how can you tell if it's bad? Let me bring back the macro camera and I'll show you. I will solder one in real time. Yeah, actually, let's do some macro soldering. You know what? That sounds fun. Let's do that. I will show you how it's bad, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like as it's being fixed. So you've heard to reflow old solder like that without having to add a little fresh solder? Oh, you absolutely must add fresh solder. Ideally, some good old lead solder like that. It's not a requirement, but it makes the repair a lot better and more effective in the long run. Okay, let me do this. Let's switch back to the macro cam. I'm gonna do this so I can stop being agitated there slightly better. So let's say we're gonna do, yeah, those two are bad, I think. What am I moving here? Like that. Okay. So, oh, those are super visible. Okay, so N-channel MOSFET. You see those two solder joints? They have cracks underneath of the solder, in the solder itself, actually. So if I get this prodding tool in there, I might be able to, yeah, I can move the pin that's soldered down. It is visibly loose, so I can actually push this. You can see that it's not fully soldered down. So that means that this is not making sufficient contact with the circuit board, and it may not actually be completing the circuit at all, because if a little bit of dust gets down in there, it just won't socket correctly, and it won't work. So yeah, it's probably, it might be lead-free solder. I don't know. It's a really heavy part that it's holding down, so it could just be that it just let go because of transport. But we're gonna resolder that. I'm gonna do it without switching my camera angle here. We're gonna do some macro soldering in real time. So let me get tip nice and clean. Okay, that's still visible. All right, so you can see both tips are like that, or pins are. So let me start out by getting this one nice and hot here. So that, you can see I'm reflowing the pad, but it's not reflowing the pin because they're not making good contact. So I need to reflow both. I need to make sure I jam this into the pin as well. And then I'm going to add more solder. Let this whole thing heat up. And now that should make good contact. I didn't put flux on it, so it's not going to make amazing contact. I can grab some flux and do that. That's not a lot left. That one's got some. So flux helps the two pieces of metal bond together. It should smoke a little. Then I'll make a good connection there. I'll go ahead and add some flux to this one before I do the soldering. Now, theoretically, with the flux, I could probably come in here and just tap it. Yeah, and it'll actually reflow pretty well. But I'm going to add the fresh solder as well. And now we can see those are definitely solidly fixed now. So, yeah. Odd that the holes and solder masks don't line up with the traces. Yeah. Whoa, actually, that's really bad now that you mention it. That is weird. Huh. It's almost like the traces, yeah, it's like they shifted the whole transformer mount and then the traces didn't get moved. Man, an EDA program would be losing its mind over that. That's funny. Let's see. See, solder stream, digging the view you're giving us. Cool, thank you. Yeah, this wasn't what I expected to be doing today, but I will be doing this more once I get the caps in for everything. that I've been cataloging. So let's move on to the next set of pins right here. All right. We got these. I'm wondering if maybe I should be somehow. Well, I was gonna say I should source record this camera view, but I can use the stream for this itself. So let's see. Flux helps in transferring the heat better. Yeah. Well, actually, the flux helps make the two pieces of metal avoid oxidation, I believe, is what it does. That's kind of why you bury the whole thing in flux sometimes. I'm not going to look at the camera view this time. I'm just going to get in there and do it. There we go. Bingo. So those were not the ones that I had the camera pointed at. Oops. Let me do the ones that you can actually see here. There we are. So that's all fluxed up now. And if I get in there, that one's nice and good. And then this one. Okay, so lesson learned, I should look at the camera at least a little bit. Don't worry, we still got plenty more to go. Let's see. An EDA program realized they needed a larger leg spacing, a little bit too late. Yeah. What's the cause of this? So the part that these are attached to, so if I pull this out really quick, it's this. This is a giant chunk of metal, and it moves independently because it has its own mass. So what happened most likely is the computer was dropped, or in shipping, it just kind of, it shook this part, and it broke free of all of the pins holding it together, and then they just cracked. So that's probably what happened. So yeah, that's the other one that I just did off camera. So yeah. But now we have to do, I'm going to do all three of these, even though only two of them I think look bad. Yeah, only those bottom two ones from this angle look bad, but I'm going to do all three because they're all part of it. So Hoo-ah. And there we are. Those are all good now. So we have the Molex connector here that we also need to do. Definitely have one or two cracked pins there, but I'm going to do all of them because it's probably just from the mechanical nature of it. So all of them could be susceptible. Well, they're all susceptible. They could be weakened. All right. Now, this is where this is going to be slightly problematic and complicated for me. I don't have an ultrasonic cleaner. I have no way of really easily getting that flux off. And because I'm in an office that doesn't have plumbing, I can't exactly even go run it under a sink and brush it. So I'm just going to leave the flux on there for now, even though I'd rather not, because I don't have a good way of getting it off. I might need to get some kind of like a bundle of wetted isopropyl wipes or something to clean these off in the future, because that's not going to work. Although honestly, an ultrasonic cleaner is probably just the best solution. I don't know what you do with the fluid when you're done, or you throw the fluid away, how often you change it, but that's probably in my future because I don't have plumbing here. I mean, there is a bathroom, but it's external, and I'm not going to go into the bathroom and rinse this in the sink for 5 minutes and then come back. That's no. So for now, that's it. I think that's all the pads that were bad. Yeah, I'm thinking IPA wipes would probably be the best way to go for now. Let me double check over everything here. So let's switch back to the arm view. So yeah, that's how I'm doing this, by the way. I have my DSLR camera with HDMI capture going off to the computer, and then a nice bright light directly shining on this. That's the only way I'm going to get macro shots that are that clear. And this is actually a really good use for that camera, because that camera will not stay on like that for more than 30 minutes. But now I can just go through, turn the sensor off, and then it will, when the next time I use it, it'll come back on and it'll be great. So, yeah. Let's see. I've repaired hundreds of these connections as an engineer, nearly always due to heat cycling of the component. Oh, okay. Or the component weight. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that it just shear off somehow. I would recommend sucking out the old solder and checking the component pin for corrosion. Ooh, especially on any high voltage components, which tend to arc over. Really badly corroded pins need scraped clean. Flex doesn't cut it, and they won't solder properly otherwise. That is a really good point. I will keep that in mind for the future, because I kind of already did that. So I don't know. The chances are that it wasn't operating for a long time after it was broken. So if at all, so there hopefully isn't arcing. Corrosion, I don't think it's going to have corroded, but that's possible. But it looks like it got a good connection. But I will definitely keep that in mind for the future. See, they make Flux Cleaner and aerosol can, but still probably not. Yeah, because the thing is, I'm stuck indoors and I have no sink. That's basically what it is. So ISO plus toothbrush, yeah. To clean the board, just use toothbrush and IPA. Yes, again, I would, but I have... oh, my light just died. Okay. But I'm going to have to get like a bin if I'm going to use that. Do you have some ventilation? I could turn on my air conditioner. That is the only ventilation I have. There's one window in my entire office. And I have it blocked with bookshelves. And it doesn't open. So no, I have no ventilation other than AC. There was something else I was going to say. I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't know. So yeah, if I was going to do an IPA pour, I mean, I do have IPA somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh, that's weird. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I have this. I mean, I guess... Do I have any paper towels left? I don't. I'm really poorly set up here. I don't have a lot of chemical resources. So the best I've got are these and then the IPA. So I guess I could just wipe it up real quick with this. I mean, that's as good as it's going to get. That'll help somewhat. But not amazingly. When I inevitably end up moving again, my next office is going to have plumbing in the office because, yeah. No clean flux is also a thing. I believe I'm using Kester 233-1 flux, and I've cleaned this with just water before, but I really like this flux. It works really, really well, so I'm inclined to try and use this for as long as I can. So, yeah, that got a lot of goo off of there, so I'm going to call that sufficient for now. Yeah, I was going to once over this one more time to make sure there's nothing else needs touched up. That board was clean, so I don't need to do that. It's clear. That this big inductor thing could probably use a refresh. And I think I want to reflow the tabs for the for these as well. Wow, those bars go back a really long way. Whoa. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this doesn't need to be macro. Just gonna reflow these two big pegs. So let's see, I have a workshop with no water too. I have to bring in bottled water to make my coffees. Yeah, I have a 5-gallon water dispenser here for the same reason. Put a little bit of flux on there. Alright, I think I'm going to call that done for this board. So let's see. Complete an off-topic tangent, but designing Federation server bridges is a process. I have not tried to do anything like that, but I can definitely see that because like every single show is slightly different. So you got a lot of different things you can base it off of. So all right, pull this back a little bit. Start the reassembly process, which is there's a lot of things here to manage. Oh, that's right. This thing's weird. Split power slide into the chassis. Blech. All right. Double check. Oh, there's a connector I could have taken off for that. Whoops. Well, I guess it didn't matter too much. All right, everything on there looked pretty good, so I'm not too worried about that. What was this? Oh, right beside. Okay. I don't know what this came off of, which kind of concerns me. Oh well. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, let's get started. Oh, that slots in. That is weird. Where's it slot in the other way? Maybe it goes the other way. There we are. That goes in like that, and then this can only go together one way and fit back in there because it's so weird. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Is there like a rail or something in there? Okay, there's holes punched that have little lips in there, and that is what guides the boards down and in. Okay. There's like kind of cheap, sloppy rails. All right. That is so weird. Alright, that's the hex things that go on there now, wherever those ended up. one. And the other one had the copper band on it. Doesn't really matter which one goes where because it just needs to touch the outside of the case. Don't think it's going to get rubbed significantly on it, so not sure which one it went on, but it probably doesn't matter. Actually, I'm going to put it on this one. I think that would be a better location. All right, we're getting into some bigger stuff now, so I'm going to switch back to the overhead cam. All right. That's right. Need to connect the... Oh, there's a couple of things here. Need to connect whatever that thing is. It's currently misaligned. Something doesn't seem quite right here. Actually, let's switch back so you can take a look at that. Something weird. So this is way off center. Get my poker in there. Okay, so I can bring it to center. That'll be fine. Okay. I was afraid I was in for a little bit of a nightmare there trying to realign that. So I just need to poke this. Yeah, like that. And then jam the screw in there. Okay, that'll work. Yep, all good. Okay. Back to overhead. Well, there is a ground strap here that is really, really short. And then the fan cable. Maybe you'll rest that on the ISA slots. Slip this through. Connect these back. Oh, you know what? No. I need to test power. I don't want to put this all back together yet until I see that it does power, because I don't want to have the voltage be wrong and then it toasts the motherboard or something. Almost feels like the fan was a total afterthought. It kind of does, but I'm not really sure. It's weird. It's an AC fan, so it's mains power, and then it's 3 blades. Man, that thing is gonna just chop air. Okay, so this is 5 volt, ground positive, and then this whole thing is that. I forget what's what. It's 12 on the towards the 5 volt pin. So, okay. Fire up my multimeter here with the correct switch. All right, let me get a power cable. It is connected. This is live. Is it just me, or is that case kind of grimy? This thing or that? This, it's got a little bit of dust in it. That's all. It's not amazing, but I'm not equipped to fully tear something down and clean it here right now, unfortunately. So, all right. This is exposed mains, so that I need to be careful of. Okay, let's real quick here, flip the switch and see what happens. Didn't blow up. That's good. Let's see if I can get a voltage out of it. You know what? I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use my Luke. So that will show up on camera. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to get 5 volts. That's 5 volts. It's a little wobbly, but that's fine. Might be just my connection. Okay. About 12 volts. 12 volts looks good. All right. I don't see any reason it shouldn't work as long as everything else works now. Current might dip, or the voltage might dip if it overdraws on current, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Okay. I'm excited. I might have a functional AT&T 6300. Whoa. I was not expecting that to be a result of today. Okay. Let's continue. This is charged now. That's cool. Turn that on and off, I guess. That's about as much as I can do. Oh well. All right, let's put it back in. Now, for a reminder, I've never seen this computer work. I don't know that it does, but I was given it and told that it was just the power supply was bad, so I may have fixed it by reflowing the connectors. If that was all it took, I'm going to feel real silly that I put this off for so long, because I've had this for a long time. All right, got ground strap started over there. This in. I could test firing it with the just the fan plugged in, but the fan's gonna work. It's just AC. It's nothing. No reason for it not to work. Oh, that's smart. I didn't think about that before. The back of the power supply is open. I was kind of head scratching that, but it goes into the fan, so the fan can pull all the air through the power supply. So that's actually kind of smart. Okay, all that. Then I need to reconnect that ground strap. This will probably work. I think that's supposed to be on there, actually. Let's see. AT&T Unix on 8086, that'd be super cool. No, this is DOS. This is DOS. Let's see. 80s computers are flavor country. Most of mine are like that, too. Let's see. The only reason it wouldn't work is the fan is seized or the cable is jank. Yeah, the fan's definitely not seized. It spins quite freely. Alright, get this back on here. Not sure what order this went in, but it doesn't really matter. Dang it. Don't want to lose parts. Come on. Okay, that's on. Now let's get the fan put back. And the one screw that holds down the power supply. Let's see. Windows 3 built-in. I don't built-in. Hold on. There's no ROM with DOS, right? It's not DOS and ROM. I'm gonna have to actually boot a DOS disk, right? I have the wiki page up. I didn't realize that. Let's get rid of that. It's not needed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a DOS disk, right? I'm just like double checking here. Because the motherboard is enormous. I could see it having it on ROM. There's a lot on there. motherboard is so big, you guys actually haven't seen it yet because it's on the bottom. I wasn't on the precipice of this thing potentially working, I'd open it up and show you, but the stream is going to be a bit longer than I anticipated because of the test I'm about to do. So I don't really want to embark on another thing. Don't forget to put your notes about cracked solder joints on Caps Wiki. Absolutely, that's why I took pictures. When I look through the pictures to find everything for it, I'll see that and I'll go, oh yeah, I gotta document that. So I didn't look at these connectors to see if they had cracked traces, so that's a potential source for problem. This has keys. Which way does this go? Feels real good that direction, and does not want to go in that way. It gets stopped by the keys, so hopefully that's the way it goes. I'm just gonna look up Molex 4-pin pinout real quick, like here. Double check that's gonna be right. Molex 4-pin pinout. Okay, round on top, 12 volt left. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, that's correct. Okay, I don't need that card. I do need to put this back on the fan so I don't chop off fingers. And then I can put, well, I don't have to put the floppy drives in. I can try firing it up without floppy drives. I just need to go get the monitor and keyboard, I guess, after I screwed this back together. Keyboard and flare spire. You might be about to find out that this computer does power the monitor through the D-sub. It does indeed. There is no power connector on the back. There's just that. All right. Okay. I think I'm going to switch. Check the keyboard for a hidden cover for the mouse. Okay. It looks like it does have it. I don't know how it opens up, but it looks like it should rotate, or these tabs bend in and then it slides down. It looks like it's got it. It looks like it's got it. So whatever that is, that looks like a port cover that comes off. I don't know what that keyboard switch type is. It's weird. Okay. All right, we're going to switch to this view. So you can see the monitor. Do the switches feel good at least? They're weird. They push down a lot with no resistance and they stop. And then there's this really tiny resistance. I might be able to do this. They're quiet. They feel like they're mechanical, but it's really subtle. So, okay. I'm about to power this thing on for the first time. I'm really excited here at the potential. So, there's that. Let's see what happens. Fan kicked on. It beeped. This has dials that I don't know what position they need to be in. I don't know what it may say. I like the beep though. Wish I could get some life out of the monitor. I don't hear the monitor rastering at all. Or scanning. Alright, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to check some connections here. So this is likely a power cable for the monitor. So just reseat that. Look at this. Plug it in. It has screws. I'm going to screw them in case it needs to be pulled in a little extra tight for power. Possibly CRT repair. Unfortunately, there's no other way of testing this thing. Okay, so there's a thing on the bottom that basically tells you what's going on, and apparently you can pop this bottom piece off and route cables in the monitor. I'm going to do that. Just look in there real quick, make sure everything's connected correctly. You can kind of see here. It's CGA. You can make a connector adapter. All right, that's good to know. Can we see the bottom of the base? Yeah, well, I'll hold it up in a moment because I'm about to have it off. So, okay, there's a ground strap. That's a thing, but on the camera here, you can kind of see that there's a wiring diagram, and I think you're supposed to be able to put the keyboard cable through here with it just to manage it, and I'm guessing that's it. It's a little weird. All right, so ground strap that goes to, oh, that, okay, it touches that. I don't know why, but okay, it does. So yeah, nothing of interest in there elsewise. So is that the only monitor you can use on it? It is indeed. I'll put this back together. I was wondering if there might be a connector for the monitor in there. It doesn't look like it, of course. So I'll put this back together and then try turning it on again. I'm going to have the monitor face towards me so I can actually see what's going on in case it's really dim or something. But I'll put this camera at an angle where you can see it if it kicks on. Did you create an adapter for that CGA cable? I mean, I could potentially create one. I don't think I have any of those connectors here right now, though, so I'd have to order parts no matter what. I hear something moving around inside, which is not ideal. So, all right. Monitor. All right, let's turn this back on. I want to see if it flashes or anything. Absolutely nothing. There's no sign of life from this thing. to... That felt like it might have been slightly loose. No. I think it's a monitor problem now. All right. Let's see. Plastic rattling, yeah, most likely. Perhaps it's getting no power. That's what I'm wondering. Check here for all you need to know. Okay, that's good. Let's see, including VGA adapter. Wow. Let's see. Like seeing one-handed rule being used. One-handed rule? I'm not sure what you mean. So, I like the computer beeping. Man, how on earth do you reseat that card? Because it's weird, really weirdly in there. It's like it plugs into the side of the motherboard, which would mean you'd have to lift out the whole thing to be able to get to it. It was really difficult to get that off, actually. Okay, let's see. One hand behind your back while you're working. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I didn't realize I was doing that. See, I'm gonna look at this website here real quick. Like, video connector. Oh, okay, that's for pinouts and stuff. Okay, that's good to know. I thought it might have been like a troubleshooting guide, like if this, then that. All right. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm annoyed that I'm not 100% sure that I checked the integrity of these connectors on the power supply. Because it's possible that connector is also bad. And I didn't do the smart thing because I got distracted by seeing all the cracked traces, and I should have taken pictures of the whole circuit board so that I could refer back to those, and I didn't do that. So now I can't see that later on. See if it might show up in any of the pictures that I took incidentally. That'd be about as good as I could hope for. Maybe the Molex one, because it's near-ish. Nope, not visible. I'm gonna just hold it and turn it on. I'm not hearing nothing. I really feel like I should be able to hear it. All right. Well, you can check the other side of those wires with a voltmeter. You know what? You're right. Let's do that. Okay, black is ground. Okay. The wire itself is good. So what I can do is I can jam that there and put this in here. See if I'm getting a voltage. The multimeter turned off. That was backwards. that won't have affected anything, but batteries are, no, they're not dying. 13 volts. So it's getting there. So, no worky on the CRT. Huh. Okay. I'm going to crack it open real quick. Just see if there's anything super obvious. But I'm not going to take any circuit boards or anything out because I don't want this to be a 5-hour stream. So, yeah, we'll just real quick take a look and then we're calling it because obviously we're on to the next thing. I think I've got the computer working, but I don't know what's going on with the monitor now. I'll have to look up what power supply requirements are for the monitor, see what's going on with that. I think I've made some good progress here. So, let's see. How do you remove... Whoa, there are no exposed screws at all. Does CRT need data video input? That's possible, and it could be not working. That's very possible. I know someone who has a lot of experience with these, so I may contact them and ask them questions. I don't like it. I don't see any screw holes at all. I just see a couple little tab areas in them. Not particularly inclined to try. Well, I don't know. Maybe it just slides open. I see hole screws. Where? There's just the only thing I've seen is these, and then this plastic actually kind of moves a little bit, like it's meant to pull off. See if I have a plastic sputter here real quick. See what getting under that does. There was a trick to disable onboard video by removing one prom. Check if there are empty sockets. Okay, so look at the motherboard. If I remember correctly, this is also retained screws. Let me switch to overhead here. Pull this out. Where did I put that flat-bladed screwdriver now? How did I lose that? We're over with the... No, it's not with the multimeter. Huh. Yeah, sorry, I don't have the links like that set up or anything. I'm not even sure if I can do that without being affiliate. But the Discord is linked below, I believe. Okay. Let's see, there are 2 empty sockets there. I'm guessing one of them is 8087, probably for that. And then I don't know what that is, but I'm going to guess that's not what you're talking about. I haven't done an entire video on the streaming setup. I just kind of showed the displays being kind of put up. Oh, the motherboard is the back plane. Is it? Really? Or does the CGA card connects to the motherboard in the back plane? Oh, that's horrible. Does this whole side panel come off then? No, it's... This thing is both amazing and horrible. Huh. So you can have bots without being affiliate. Oh, well, I didn't know it was a bot. I thought it was just kind of like a built-in Twitch thing. Since the thing has no Ethernet, you can't ping it. No. I'm guessing these are maybe the proms. The way that they're labeled makes me wonder some stuff. Wonder if maybe I should pop them out and reseat them. See, without having to be affiliated. Okay, well, I should look into that then. I'm going to pop out these. I do have an IC puller somewhere. I don't know where it went. Actually, is it just right here? Oh my gosh, it's right here. thing did not want to come out. Okay, the orientation did match the silk screen. Go ahead and reseat it. So you might want to give it a call. Oh, wait, hold on. The empty socket is on the video board. Oh. Well, I was asked about the motherboard. There's chips in both sockets on the video board. They're weird. They're kind of offset. Maybe I should reseat those too, just to be sure. But yeah, they're offset. That's a little weird. Oh, give me a moment. Let me put this chip back, and then I'll show you what's going on. They're offset to the low position. Yeah. Okay, so arm cam. If we get in there, you'll see the chips are here at the keyed area. It's a little farther back. Is that how that's supposed to be? No, I'm not sure. Missing the maybe thing 14-pin dip chip. I'm not sure. This has two of these here. I'm not sure which one you might be referring to. It'd also suck if it's missing that, because I got to get a thing and burn it. I actually found my EEPROM reader, at least, so I could create one if needed. Yeah, do those look like they're in the correct positions? The little one in the corner. Oh, that? With the green sticker? Okay, I'm guessing that's it. So, that's there. Maybe I should reseat it then, possibly. That would be maybe my best bet. Although that looks like it's really not going to be fun to do. It's also that one, but I don't think that's it. I think you're talking about that one, because that's probably 14-pin. So, alright. I'm going to reseat that one just to get it out of my head. And I'll try it one more time. Yeah, there's no... that's weird. The marking, the orientation marking, it's flat on that side and that side, but in the weird sandwich for that type of chip, there is a thing. Oh, it is super flush. That's not going to be easy to reseat. So it's not missing. Video should work. Is that sticker? Oh, wait, no, it's a sticker. I think it's a ROM, basically. It's not. It can't be erased with light. Whoa, that got out of hand quick. Okay, all the legs are still on there. That's good. All right. Alright, that's resocketed. I doubt it's going to have helped, but oh well. This is on the front. Some kind of big button on the front. Is that reset, or is that... It wouldn't be monitor on, would it? Where's it labeled? On the bottom of the case, probably. Where did I put that? Right here. Reset, okay. Alright, I'm gonna plug monitor in one more time. And I'm gonna call it, because I can't figure out how to open it, and I don't want to trash it. to do a little more research, it seems. Figure that out. Yeah, I don't hear the charge build up. And I'm not sure what the single beep means. Will it output video if the monitor is not plugged so you can check voltage probe? I don't know. Let me go back to that link with the information. I can see if there's at least voltage going out. I bet there is. Okay, so a whole lot of grounds and then 15 volts. I think that was a little low. I measured it. It's not 15. It was like 12 or something. $13 seems a little low. If I disconnect that, so 25 would be, oh, actually that's going to be really hard because the probes won't fit in there. You do it from the back, but yeah. Oh, you know what I can do? I can plug the floppy drives back in. Let's do that. And then we'll see if it seeks the floppy drives. That'll at least tell us if the system is live. It needs the load of the floppy drive to get. Oh, well, that could be a thing too then. Let me put the bottom back on. Oh, it's a lot heavier with the drives in now. That could be what happened to the other driver if I just chucked it on the ground like that. Let's not do that. Okay. Ow. Alright, so I assume this has indicator lights. Yeah, I'm looking for those to do things. Okay, BIOS beep. Seek. That was A. Okay, so it's trying to read the drive. So the computer is live. Probably live. Why is it just going forever? I would think it would stop. So you can always build VGA adapter and use multi-sync monitor. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about the light being on indefinitely there. That's a little strange. But the system is a little strange, so try plugging the monitor back in, see if having floppy drives loading it helps. I'm gonna guess not. Plug the keyboard too, just for load. Yeah, I hear the drive going. I don't hear anything from the monitor. Nothing. need to look up how to, I need to contact some people, figure out how to open the monitor. And then I can go on, but I think the computer is live now. So I'm pretty excited about that. I could try putting a disk in there, but I want to run a cleaning disk through the drives first so I don't ruin a boot disk. So yeah. I'm not ready to try and do something like that yet. How are the voltages? Oh, the CRT voltage. Let me do it unloaded. See what that's at. Without the CRT and then with. So just for the record, I'm measuring at this CRT voltage input from the power supply. Whoop. Okay. Probes are a little, yeah, wonky. Come on, work. There we go. $15.8. Okay, so you're on something there. Let me plug the monitor in and then see, because the monitor looks to be, I'm guessing the monitor's loading it down. Yeah, I do need new probes. And come on. Probes being bad again here. So 15.8 to 3.8. So the CRT is sinking 2 volts. Or loading it down by 2 volts. So it's got to be sinking some current. So it's doing something in there. Now I'm a little afraid what it's doing in there. Yeah, so 15.8 to 13.8, I believe. Really wish I knew how to get in there. Because I just look for something really obvious since this thing had shock damage. It's possible this does too. Hopefully not a snap tube. But it's possible that it has some shock damage to like transformer or something. I don't know. It's heavy. Well, there's glass. I don't know. I don't know. Just satisfy my own curiosity here real quick. If I try and do this, will it give it all? It's doing something, but it doesn't feel happy about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this. Figure it out. Yeah, the bottom ones, they didn't look to go anywhere. That's the thing. Bottom of the bezel? No, so it's more latch points. It might be possible that I have to remove this and then remove a screw that holds it to this, and then maybe that'll expose something. I don't know. But I'm not seeing any obvious way to pull the case off. I'm guessing that this outer part just snaps off and slides away. So, by the way, the 2 empty 40-pin sockets on the motherboard, 8087, and an alternate type of York. Okay. I had a feeling 8087 for sure. Didn't know what the other one would be. Turn off my calipers. No. Look at the bottom of the bezel from the back. Oh, those are way in there. They're rounded out like someone tried to jam something in there. Let me put this down. Shine a light down in there. There are no fasteners down in there. There's like no chance you're going to be able to see, but there's nothing. Okay, you kind of got it. Yeah, no fastener. Let's see. If there's anything about getting into the monitor on this thing. Service manual. Oh, long manual. Oh no, I accidentally hit back. Now I'm back at the top. Okay, what page was monitor on? It was display 252. Oh, it's a lot earlier in the manual than I was at. Okay, so brightness here, contrast there. Okay, that's good to know. There was a color monitor? Whoa. That's it. It just tells you what the brightness and other knob is. Wow, useless. Just got to start in the base. I'll take those screws off again, but I don't remember anything being in there. I'm pretty sure there's nothing there. No exposed, well, there's one big flat exposed fastener. And you know what? I think taking that off might be a mistake because there might be a nut on the other side. That's the friction for the tilt. So I don't think that would be good. Making model the monitor. Like, here's the thing. I've been streaming for a long time. I'm kind of tired and I haven't eaten lunch, so I should wrap this up. So the reality is I've been doing this for 3.5 hours. Getting started onto the next thing, kind of rough, honestly. So I'm thinking I should stop and then come back to this. So, yeah. It's a custom monitor. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a CRT 313/H. That is the model number. I will just type that in there. CRT 313/H. But it's just going to be exclusive to that. I mean, it's possible someone has open one here. Olivetti M24 monitor. Let's see. I don't see any pictures of one open. Well, before I end this G5, I'm going to put it all back together. I'm mostly just saying I don't really want to get all into this too much. So I'm not seeing any disassemblies of this thing. So yeah. So I really don't know where to start. It seems an awful lot still, though. Like, it should just slide off. Like, there will be tabs under here. And you can release them, and it should let go. I don't know if it'll let go of the front or what, but it's got to be something like that. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna put it back together and wrap this up. So let's finish this. Think those rectangle holes are like tab releases? Yeah, but there's nothing behind it. That's the thing. I can't see anything that's holding it in. Does anything follow up? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Eventually, I will come back to this and figure out what's wrong with it. But I gotta figure out how to get into it without destroying it, so that's gonna be a trick. This is way more difficult. Another device? Oh no, after this I'm done. I've been doing this for 3.5 hours now, and it's kind of tiring. So, I'm finishing up here for the day. I found a disassembly view. If you Google the part number you sent in chat with disassembly, okay, I'm gonna look it up. The top result has disassembly view. Okay, I'm gonna search it. That was not it. Hold on. Why can't I copy? I can't copy from the thing I've got here, which is really annoying. Okay, there we go. Images. Doesn't show up for me. That's weird. Service manual. Oh, okay. That's a PVM. That's not it. Also, PVM. BitSavers might have it. It looks very Italiano as well, so that could be. Why is it Samsung? That can't be it. Ever had a Coleco? I have a Coleco Atom that I actually created a custom power supply for. So there's a Zenith 313 monitor from Manual Z, but that's not the same. That's VCR plus DVD combo. Yeah, that's definitely not it. See, actually, links aren't blocked in chat if you just want to put the URL in there. Voltaire, or Digital Warhead. I don't think they rust Volare because they're pretty much plastic. I'm going to keep putting this thing back together, computer part. Thinking I'm done with that. Either way. I didn't put that serial card back in. Let's put that in there so I don't lose track of that. I don't need it because it's weird, but it goes with it just in case for some reason. Fills in the back slot as well, so. Ah. Okay, let me see here. How do I even have Chromium installed still? I thought I purged it. I hate Snap. Okay. Looking at this. I'm not so sure about that. Is that it? I don't think that's it. That appears to be a newer. So hold on, oldschool.org. That's who I'm gonna ask. So that's a very likely candidate for one. Oh my gosh, Firefox won't handle FTP anymore. Gonna have to install FileZilla here real quick. Wait, I already have FileZilla installed. That's right. Nope, Firefox a lot. I think multiple web browsers actually took out FTP. It's really annoying. Host. Boom. Da-da-da-da-da. Come on. Continue. Okay. Retrieving directory listing. Okay. Oh, okay. It's going to make me navigate to it. Drivers. AT&T 6300. Okay. Believe it's that one. Monochrome monitor service manual. Okay. Let's get that downloaded. It's working on it. Boom. That looks very promising. It's so close, but it's not it. If you scroll down to page, what is this, 7? You'll see that it has the brightness and contrast knobs on the side instead of on the bottom. Man, that's annoying. Did I get the right one? He has monochrome monitor service manual. Man, are there multiple manuals? Let's see. There's color monitor. Opening monomonitor.txt. I like the sound of that. So let's see what that's got. Using a thin-bladed putty knife in your fingers, pull away the brown trim that surrounds the CRT front. It pops in. It's quite flexible. So that would be this. That could explain it if there are screws captive under that. Hold on, let me put this in here. That's hilarious. It blocked the word degenerates. I'm gonna allow that because I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so in here, it feels pretty flexible, actually. Oh man, we might be on to something here. Okay, let me refer back to that some more. Okay. Use thin blade putty knife, pull away the brown trim that surrounds the CRT. It pops in. It's quite flexible. So I need to pull it from the front or the side. I'm not really sure here. I don't think it's going to be from there. It's just, there's a tube there. It's not going to touch anything. Come on. Let me in. Okay, You have to pop the front bezel off to get in? Yeah, yeah. That's weird. There are a bunch of, it feels like little snaps going along the bottom. Oh, that was a sound. Ugh. I like to just get one corner out. Whoa! She almost hit me in the face with that. Okay. Yeah, I can now kind of see how this works. I'm going to jam that in there. Whoa, okay. Or we'll just do this. Okay, it goes straight in. That's the thing. Oh. Just one more side. We're almost in. Oh, man. Come on. It's gone into it and it's kind of jammed in now. What's going on here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't see screws that are holding on the base, just the ones that hold in the tube. See 4 Phillips screws that appear to clamp the tube to the frame. They don't. You'll unscrew and remove all 4 screws in the Z-shaped metal brackets that appear to hold the... You'll now find you can pull off the rear as well as the front, leaving the Crt and PCB firmly attached to the base of the case. Whew, okay. Alright. A real long screw, that's for sure. Wow. All right. Let me catch back up here. That's an HTTP link, not FTP. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Olivetti M10 is completely different LCD screen, but it needs to be equally as difficult to disassemble. If I remember correctly, the M10 is also based on the Kyocera slab top word processor thing that the the Tandy WP2, or no, that the I think the Tandy 100, the Tiras 81 Model 100, I think it's that, right? I don't know. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. Yeah. See, hello, Peter Parker. Hope you guys are doing well. I mean, I'm managed to get into this monitor I didn't think I was going to get into, it seems. So I'm doing a little better than I thought. I thought I was going to go take a break and have lunch, but this is interesting, and I want to know what I'm up against here. See if there's anything obvious I can solve, like there was in the computer. But Jim Leonard, who runs Old School has offered to give me help with the 6300 before if I really need it. So I will probably ask him if this doesn't reveal anything immediately obvious. Because I am very close now to having this thing working. This thing's going to kind of fall apart after this. There's that. Oh, those rubber grommet mount things are weird and cool. Okay. This is like the coolest. This is the best CRT I've ever worked on. I love this thing. Okay. What do we have going on? See a fuse that's intact. A spider that lives in there, or did. The neck board looks okay. The tube does not appear to be cracked in any way. That's really good, considering the shock history of the computer itself. See, flyback transformer could be knocked loose. It's a little wobbly. I would have to pull this board out to see that. I don't know how not wobbly it should be, but that's a potential. Where's the anode cap? Oh, it's on the bottom. Oh, that's awful. Huh. Okay, watch out, tubes store electricity. They do, but not that much. I'm not at all concerned about touching anything in here right now. And since this thing operates off of 12 volts or 15 volts, actually, it's not even a mains power voltage concern. So it's actually a very safe CRT to work on. Let's see. Oh, good. It's like a Bang & Olufsen TV. Is that where they put the anode cap? Because, delightful. If so. So, I don't think it's dirty pots. Because it was possible that the pots could both be, like, disconnected. If they're super dirty and I'd need to get in there with deoxit and clean them. They wouldn't be allowing enough voltage through, but they feel really good. So, I don't know. I'm mostly concerned about that thing. So, it looks like to get the board out, I'll have to disconnect the neck board, which is pretty easy. That's not a big concern. I have this connector here, which goes to... Is that all? I'm not exactly sure what that one is. It's weird. Where's that going? Going to two red wires here and there. Is that one of the deflection coils? Ugh. I think it is. That's part of the vertical deflection, it looks like. That's so weird to just see it like that. Okay. So independent vertical deflection coils, or connectors, okay. Or individual deflection connectors, period. Yeah, I kind of want to look at the bottom of that flyback transformer, since the other things were not great. So, all right, I'm gonna do this. Could you check the neck for glow? That's not a bad point, because the heater would work regardless. Well, I heard something that time. Not having a case kind of helps. Definitely see a little bit of glow in the tube. There's a bunch of junk in the way. I don't know if you guys can get in there and see it, but I definitely, barely at that angle. Right there, that little orange dot. So that's there. See, MDA displays usually won't glow without horizontal sync. Oh, well, this one's glowing. I swear I heard a sync this time. I'm just going to poke my head around the other side here real quick. Fiddle with the knobs. No. I hear something. I hear a very slight buzz. Very, very slight. I really feel like I should look at the bottom of the flyback transformer. I'd say I'm glad I charged all that up, but again, it's really not going to make a difference. All right, let me pull. Oh, God. I moved my head just slightly and I saw the spider web move and I thought it was a live spider. Those screws are not going to be my friend. We're going for bonus round here, trying to get this thing working. You know, actually, let's say I get that loose. How does this work? Because there's still going to be that plastic tab over this. Hold on. What is this thing? This is a weird board retention mechanism. Okay, pull that out, and then what? Okay. There's some on the bottom? Oh, the bet it'll just lift out. All the plastic will lift with it. Yeah, okay. Looks like you take out the tube off first. I don't want to touch a tube. I just want to slide this back and tip it out so I can see the bottom of the transformer. I don't want to take the tube out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got a bunch of little connectors I got to undo. What's holding it up? Is it this? It's not the anode wire. It's got a lot left to give. I don't see a degauss. Could be this. A little tight. I think that might be enough. I can get in there and see. Oh, wait. Those fell off. Okay. So, come on, light work. Oh, I'm totally blocking the camera with my hat. I'm not seeing anything immediately bad with it. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Anything else I can quickly check here? Look at the bottom of the board where all the capacitors are, see if there's any evidence of leaks. There are no vias though, so it wouldn't really leak through to the bottom that much. And I don't see anything that looks like that, so. Nothing that looks outrageously suspicious, but there's a like thin film of goo and kind of all over the whole thing. Could just be flux from initial assembly. Looks like it's around everything, like resistor legs. So I don't think it's leaky electrolytic. Well, that's a thing. Well, I haven't seen exactly where the voltage, the 15 volts splits in from here. So I'm not sure where it's going. Let me look around and see if I can see any touch points for 15 volts. Not seeing any. Oh man, this is cool. Look at that sucker. Chip's got two giant legs on it, like fins for heat sinking. Yeah. Yeah, if it glows, it's definitely getting voltage. So it's getting something. What I can see of the caps all look good. Usually these neck board caps tend to go first. So it could be something like that. But even that looks okay. I really don't have any strong suspects here. Also, be careful not to step on the bezel on the floor. Yeah, it is like exactly the same color as the carpet, isn't it? So there's some MOSFETs here, but even those look fine. Nothing unusual going on. That's weird. Look at the circuit board at the bottom of that one. There's slots cut between the legs. I don't know how well that'll show up on camera. There's slots in the circuit board cut. Never seen that before. They must really want to isolate that thing. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this. We'll get in touch with Jim Leonard, who runs oldschool.org, where I got the manual to let me get into this. And I will ask him what his recommended next steps are, because I don't know what generally should be checked on this thing, and I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, slots are for high voltage insulation. Yeah. And I'm not seeing anything that looks immediately suspicious. So I just want to see if there's anything that I could like use as a reference point here. Then if not, I will go ahead and I guess recap it. I might also want to deoxit all the pots just in case. I don't have that here right now, or else I would try that with the brightness pots, but I'm not hearing a scan. I'm not hearing a raster. So it's making me think that there's something else going on. So I don't think it's the pots being bad. Oh, I found the little screwdriver. So let me put the screw back in this serial card before I forget here. So yeah, I think it's time to wrap this up. This was really close here at the end. Oh, I should take some pictures while I got it open real quick. First, let me slap this back on so it doesn't get lost. This board back down in here. grab a picture while I got it open. That's pretty good. Get the screws tightened back in. I'm not sure that was the right position there. These ones are aligned perfectly. Oh, I can't see those. Well, I can see that one's not poking out where it should. Screw does not want to go back where it needs to go. I think this plastic thing may need to slide over some more. Oh yeah, for sure. That good? Wow, yeah, you misalign these plastic things. You're really hosed on getting this back in place. Wow, this is not fun. I think that's it. Got it. Yes. Okay. Back together. All right. Okay, boom, boom. All the connectors are in. Ground straps connected. Okay, I can put the front back on. Also, for the record, with the really weirdness of the display being held in, the tube won't fall out, but I'm not sure how it's connected here. Looks like there's wings going up into these rubber bits, and then it might be riveted on. So that might be how it's connected. Not very maintainable, but that'll work. Okay. I really like how that all goes together, though. That's so easy to work on. Wonder repairability score I think would give this thing. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't give any CRT a very high one. So, I don't know. But not having the tube be removable is pretty bad as far as what I would give it for repairability score. So. I don't like these metal things at all. Weird hook clamp things. I don't like how that one aligned in there. Leave the brown bezel off until you know how to fix it. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I normally like to put everything back together completely so I can't break or can't forget where stuff goes. But in this case, yeah, I'm going to. Oh my gosh, drive me crazy. Put this one on first. There. Yeah, I won't put it back on. I know exactly where that goes. It just snaps on the front. It's pretty obvious. Okay, now I can pull this out. Any tips on handling old brittle plastic? You just gotta go real slow and work as if you know every single thing is going to break. So that's basically my only recommendation. So you kind of have to assume that everything is super brittle and then work from there. There we go. But I gotta say, me carrying that the CRT does not work today is a lot farther ahead than I thought I was going to be. Because I didn't think I was going to do anything with the computer. The computer seems to be just fine now. Very unexpected. Okay, leave the bezel off. So it's out of my hands now. This is done. I'll put it to the side. Put the top back on the case now that the card's installed and the screws in. I should unplug it. Okay, glue and zip ties or wait for the Amiga 500. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, as far as the screw post breaking apart, if you want to repair that, I actually have a video on my YouTube channel where I talk about repairing plastic using baking soda and super glue, and it works extremely well. It makes like a really easily applicable epoxy bond that's extremely hard. It's worked very well for me to fix stuff. So that might be something to worth looking into. So, okay. Let's switch back to full cam here. So that is it now for the Olivetti M24/AT&T 6300. It looks like the computer itself is working. Since it tried to access a floppy drive, I'm fairly confident in that if I put a disk in there, it would try and do something with it. But without having the monitor, there's not really a whole lot of reason to pursue that any farther. And I'm pretty sure the monitor should be turning on, but yeah, funky stuff going on with that. So I will be picking this up at some point. Don't know when. So that is that. Let's see. I have been requested to attempt raiding a channel from someone instead of just ending this by clicking stop streaming. So I think we'll do that. But first I want to just say thank you all for hanging out because this was a lot of fun and extremely helpful. Definitely thank you to Helen Croft, who gave me a lot of advice on this thing. Really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting the parts ordered for whatever that other thing it was I worked on. It was like, what, 2 hours ago now? I don't remember. What was it? VIC-20, that's it. yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting that thing working. I got to get that axial cap. That might be a challenge, but hopefully I can find some. So yeah, but I think that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to support the channel, I haven't figured out. Okay, so I had someone ask me why I don't have like more stuff in the description area down below the streams, and I just didn't think about it. I tried to put some in. There's a Twitter thing now. I tried to integrate a Teespring thing so you guys could say get a shirt if you want to support the channel, but it won't work. It won't go through, and I don't know why. So it's kind of weird. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to get this, go to the YouTube channel, and then you can find links to stuff there. So, all right. Thank you all. I'm going to figure out how to raid here. So if I click raid, what's going to happen? Pick a live stream. Oh, man, it's going to... Can I search a genre here? Science. Science. And... Let's see. Technology. Okay, this is so not going to work. For me, technology. So I can search it, but then I can't see what they're doing, which is kind of important for something like this, because science and technology is rather vague. So, you know what? I think we're going to just end the stream rather than do a raid, because I don't want to just dump you guys off at somewhere where I have no idea what's going on. So, all right. Thank you all for hanging out. It was a lot of fun, really helpful, and I'll see you next time.